Southern women, we have been summoned, okay? And it is time for us to start our counter 4B movement called the F Around and Find Out movement. Now, I am not the Etsy type, and I think that these 4B women are learning the hard way that they should have probably asked about us before coming for us, but it's too little too late, okay? They have woken the beast that usually stays all the way up out the way.
This is really getting interesting, right? The Southern women are starting their own FAFO movement. Okay, they want to start their own 4B movement and all of that. And I'm just wondering if they really understand the meaning of what they're about to start. Somebody start something, why don't you give your own another name? If you're starting another movement, give yours another name. Must you copy? So this woman is coming out and venting on camera on how the 4B movement, they're daring them. You guys should have asked about them before coming for them and all of that. I don't know what you guys did, but she's angry. Somebody get a hold of her, help her out. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, so welcome back again to the channel. So you guys already know what we're discussing today, right? Let's go hear from other creators and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Please, before then, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and do give this video a thumbs up. Okay, let's go watch other creators. If you have anything to say, please drop it in the comment section and I'll be very glad to read from you. Let's go.
There seems to be some confusion as to what the 4B movement actually is.
Southern women, we have been summoned, okay? And it is time for us to start our counter 4B movement called the F Around and Find Out movement. Now, I am not the Etsy type, and I think that these 4B women are learning the hard way that they should have probably asked about us before coming for us.
Okay, I literally had to stop the video right there because it was just too much. Now, far be it from me as a man to explain or mansplain something to a woman, but under the circumstances, I really don't think I have a choice. The 4B movement is literally a movement where women actively choose to not date, sleep with, marry, or have children with men. That's it. It started in Korea, in South Korea, and it's gaining popularity in the US for obvious reasons. But that woman came on here and seemed to think that Southern women were being called out by 4B women, which is just not happening. It doesn't have anything to do with women. It's about me, men. And the fuck around and find out movement is specifically, in my opinion, for people like Nick Fuentes, who fucked around and is now finding out. And all she seems to be doing is just yelling stuff into her phone, either because she A, doesn't feel like she's involved, or B, has nothing better to do. And I will say what I have always said, either help or get out of the way.
Hi. I have a message for white women, particularly white women who would identify themselves as being liberal or progressive or leftist. I would assume that right now you're feeling angry, upset, overwhelmed at the current state of affairs politically, socially, and I'm right there with you. But I think it's important for us as white women, and I mean that as like I'm generalizing. This is all going to be in general terms. I'm not talking about specific people. But as a demographic, I think that we need to really assess where we've been and where we want to go, because I think there's a lot of history that people are not aware of. In fact, I know there's a lot of history that people aren't aware of, and it's stuff that we need to talk about in order to do things differently moving forward. So white women don't have a great track record of standing in solidarity with other marginalized groups, particularly other marginalized groups of women. And maybe that comes as a surprise to you, maybe it doesn't. But if it does, it's because there's a very specific version of history that we're taught. And it's a version of history that really favors us and centers us. But the truth is that on many, many occasions, white women have said that they're in solidarity with non-white women. And then when the tide looks like it could turn for white women, we jump ship and align ourselves with patriarchal colonial systems. And that has really, really hurt all progress, actually, because we will be making strides as a collective group, as marginalized folks, as people who are being oppressed under a patriarchal system. And then patriarchy will compromise with white women to stop white women from rocking the boat. And then white women will stop rocking the boat because we are given some little thing that we have asked for that doesn't address the needs of the other people who we were standing in solidarity with. But because we got something for us, we're like, well, that's good enough for now. And we forget. Well, we don't forget. We decide that our lives are more important than the other people that we were originally in solidarity with. And this has happened so many times, and it has really eroded the relationship between white women and non-white women, because non-white women feel like they can't trust us. And I understand that. That makes a lot of sense, because we have shown as a demographic, again, I'm not talking about anyone specifically, but as a group, as a collective, we have said we stand with you, we're right here with you, we're fighting for a future for all of us. And then when the powers that be come to white women and are like, you know what, we'll give you this little piece if you abandon ship. We've done it. We've done it a bunch of times. When white women genuinely are working in solidarity with a wide range of groups who are also suffering under patriarchal, colonial, rule, it genuinely scares. It's a threat. It's a genuine threat. And that's why the powers that be will placate white women to get them to settle back down and to bring them back into the fold and to offer them something. Because if we actually were all in solidarity together and maintained that solidarity, because it has to be liberation for all of us, that would potentially be able to dismantle some of these systems. And so the systems are like, hey, you white women, let's do this for you. We're going to do this for you. We're taking you seriously, and we're going to do this for you. And then we fall for it every single time because it benefits us. But then it will circle back around because we are maintaining the systems designed to not serve us. So we've screwed ourselves over and we've screwed everyone else over. And I just think that maybe we should stop doing that, such that we might be able to inform real, meaningful, systemic change. Most feminism in a Western context has been incredibly white and incredibly elitist. And that's not ever going to tear down oppressive systems. That's just an additional oppressive system. So if you need a place to start, I would really recommend Women, Race, and Class by Angela Davis. It is pure gold. It is so informative, and it has a lot of history that I guarantee you did not learn in school.
Southern women, we have been summoned, okay? And it is time for us to start our...
No, Morgan, no. Liberal women were summoning you for the past several months. We've been calling out to you, telling you what we think, feel, know, and understand. But you didn't answer that call. We were calling out to you to alleviate harm to women, and you didn't answer that call. Your choice and your decision will harm you enough. We are not going to need to do that. nor would we want to. Not only would we not want to, but we don't have time to, because now we're busy in our communities. I'm busy estate planning because if my marriage to my wife is dissolved, I want our family to be protected legally. I'm busy shoveling money into my savings account in case, I don't know, the Affordable Care Act is overturned and insurance companies can deny me coverage for my ovarian cancer treatment that I'm still receiving all these years after diagnosis. Or if Social Security is dissolved and my parents need a little extra financial help because they're retired. I'm also busy trying to strategically plan my next steps when it comes to my kids, because I still have 2 kids in school who have IEPs. And if the Department of Education is dissolved, as Donald Trump hopes that it will be, what's that mean for them? Also boosting the content of Black creators on my platform, especially Black women-owned businesses for the upcoming holiday season. Trying to teach other liberal women how to spend their money because, after all, we make 85% of the income spending decisions in our homes. So while again you're trying to paint us as the monsters, we are in fact not. We are busy trying to protect ourselves from what you've done. I suggest you do the same.
So I think that she didn't just understand what 4B movement is, and I'm happy a lot of people are already educating her on what the 4B movement is. And I think she should just calm down. Nobody's calling your name, nobody's mentioning you. So why are you coming out for people who actually do not care if you are there or not? People are just pouring out their heart and their frustrations about something. And what you know how to do is to set up a ring light and set up your tripod and you start talking on camera just because you feel you have the capacity to talk. After all, it's your phone and all of that. Well, just let people, you can't tell people how to, feel or how to accept a particular thing when they do not want it. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'll be here to read from you. Share what your thoughts are. And please do subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also, do give my video a thumbs up so more people can see this video, okay? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to share your opinion on this topic. Let us have a conversation in the comment section. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.